Hey everybody, Sketch here with another Gaming Disabled, and today we're playing the Stanley Parable. Full disclosure, I have played the demo of this game, but I had so much fun playing that I've always wanted to do a Gaming Disabled episode on it. Except my PC was absolute garbage at doing screen capture, let alone running a game, let alone doing a game and screen capture at the same time. So I was never able to do it. But now I have a new PC set up. I say it's not quite a setup yet. I'm still waiting for the monitor to turn up, but that's a whole other story. But I do have a new PC, and it runs games, and it screen captures them. So finally, I'm going to sit down and play this, and I'm really looking forward to it, because like I say, I had a really good laugh. I'm keeping everything crossed that this actually works with the screen captures thing and that, especially because I've now added the added element of microphone. No, I'll be back. Well, at least you got to see the microphone. Anyway, let's get this started, shall we, before we have any more technical issues. I will apologise, you may hear like a banging noise. That is because I'm using my godson's high chair table for my keyboard and mouse. So, yeah, you may hear that knocking. Also, I haven't got my mouse pad to hand, so I'm using a bit of kitchen roll. I know logic probably would have been to set up my controller. But I do not know if this game works with a controller, so I thought I'd use it with the what I knew it did work with. You will have to forgive me because my WASD skills are a little rusty. But anyway, let's try this, shall we? Fingers crossed.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push,
his name
how long
was
to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Clearly.
Though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Of course.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
It's called lag.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
Maybe
this
nobody likes Stanley.
complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, he did. Okay. Mr. 429, hello. Stanley.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where is the meeting room? I know the whole point of this game is to be contrary, but I'm actually going to listen to the narrator. I really slide when I'm going to listen to the narrator this first time round, just because I want to see if there's... Is this me? I assume I just keep going. Yeah, I'm really curious, and then we can have fun with being a dick to him, basically.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Good door. Look at me, I'm a good boy. I like my dog who's barking in the other room. Hello, Mr. Narrator.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Must I? Must I really? Are we at Black Mesa? Wait, what was that about a headache? Oh, header. Oh, fuck it, give me the shit, Sen. I thought I was a person stood there. Just gone too far forward. Oh, what's that? Ooh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Ooh, I want to come back here.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, and told him what for. I love that this is made in the Source engine. It just shows how much that's capable of, even though you're reusing, you know, familiar assets, asset library. Hello? Mr. Bossman?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
8, 4.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Yay for Stanley!
Amazing. He stepped into
And
the
his
newly
fucking
opened passageway.
Hang on, I lost where W is. Not there. Okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Maybe he didn't have the narrator before. Now he's got the narrator to keep him company. Yeah. Wait, hang on, I'm lost. I can't see. Why is it so dark? What is going on? Oh, light.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, perfect place for me to go. Please control me, mind, please.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
It was season 8 of Game of Thrones. Well, when I'm not getting stuck on scenery, I guess I will find out.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The
I'm
lives
47,
of so
where am I?
many individuals reduced to images on a screen. and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Any hot celebrities we can spy on? GLaDOS here secretly. That's my question. Because this was the kind of place.
Control facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
No!
Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Possibly. I mean,
but here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Okay.
For he
How do I turn it off?
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. How do I turn it off, Mr. Narrator Man? Oh, split screen death. Guess it would be this big thing here. Oh, hello.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay. Ta-da! Abracadabra.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won!
Ta-da!
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened,
Okay.
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Yeah.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh. But he won't be truly happy until he defies the narrator. Piece of dick. Well, that was the Stanley Parable, people. Thank you for watching. Oh, we're back. We were just that happy we had to come back automatically. The game's like, no, seriously, you need to do this. Okay, so I'm gonna tweak my camera a little bit because I'm going to sit back and relax a little bit. And hope that the think clip doesn't come off again. Okay, right. I am considering setting up the controller. We'll have a try and then see how it goes. Okay, let's be a dick, shall we?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times.
Oh,
I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
You would believe the some of the achievements I have.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
This is
Perhaps
effort.
50 clicks will do it.
I'm
Yes,
clicking like this like
almost
crazy.
certainly 50 clicks.
Oh, and there goes my microphone. This clip is not designed for this.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Oh, 417. Well, can you bear with me, narrator, because I need to check out my microphone stand. Okay. I want this achievement, so I'm easily bought. 437. What is 417? Such floaty controls. Aha. Give me my trophy.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. Okay, now. There's a 437. Oh, God. I may have to get the controller after all. I'm sliding all over the fucking place. 4, 3. Oh, wait, that's all. No, where's 427? Where's 437? 430. That's an odd place for 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Okay. This is random. I'm having regrets about even clicking on anything at this point. I don't want to.
Now, back to door number 437.
Oh, I know where that is. Ta-da! Memory. Well, if I can fit through the door. What the fuck? My fat ass could not get through.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Which copy machine? Isn't there several here?
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
He's way so too excited about this. I went past it.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Is there a jump button? How? 419.
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Okay, don't orgasm. Seriously.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
It says it's on fucking Monty Python. Do you think there's a time limit for how quickly you do this?
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Do I get an achievement? Where's my achievement? It hasn't cropped up on the screen. Well, fuck you then. Right, we're going to be contrary to him. Although we did just listen to him for the clicks. Wait. Do I need to go click back on 430? Was that the one I initially clicked? No. Okay. I don't know why an achievement thing hasn't come up. That sucks. Screw you then, game. Okay, we go to the board meeting. Or we get lost, that's fine. Right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, he did not.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room,
Well,
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ooh, employee lounge. I love how some people have offices and then there was all the booths. To be fair, I don't really know my left from
Truly
right.
a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
No, he didn't.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Fair? Fair. This is what I mean. This is what I just... The whole demo, honestly, it was quite a long demo actually. And I was just like, this is amazing.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me...
Oh.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Oops.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay. I did not mean to do that. I saw a walkway. I thought I could get on it. Oh, wait. Am I back? Oh, I am. Wait, what? Where am I? $427. Wait, this is different. Where am I?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Where am I?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Well, that's different.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office,
Ooh,
but it
good
didn't
idea.
make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, you'd be surprised. So it's not going to in this case.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Told you. Now!
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Can I not go in any other door? That would be awesome.
Wow. Yes.
Wow.
This room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What is through that door? Gooey.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I need to try this again.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact
Try not
is
to
that
miss
the
the fucking
story has
purple
been
this
about
time.
nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are
I'm
you
sorry.
that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I
Please.
don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you.
I
to
play
show you
Portal.
something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Nope. I've played Portal. I've also played this game technically, so, you know, now. Fucking flies. Can Stanley have a flashlight, please? Because these areas are dark.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
What about if I'm colourblind?
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? I
Wow!
don't think I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option.
Ooh.
This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Well, now I don't want to go for it. Now I want to go for the door on the left. Oh. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Okay.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
You like... Ooh. Wow, this looks like the screen in Portal 2 with the multiplayer. What are all these names? Leaderboard. Did you know? 21.3% of players. How long does it take you to get to the correct door? Well, I haven't walked anywhere, so I know that steps ain't correct. This is you. Okay. But I did it already. Okay. I'll go for your shitty door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I mean...
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing.
Okay.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Okay.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right.
Oh.
And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game.
Oh.
All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
What?
So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
What? What the fuck? Is there cake in that fire? Okay. Well, I ain't doing this for 4 hours. I'll do it a few times and see what happens. I wonder if he gives up after a while. Wow, that's really irritating. I've listened to this audio book. I think I'm going to have to let the baby burn. Sorry, baby. I was wondering how close I could get.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try.
For you.
I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the
I'm
one
off for
thing
some
you've
Minecraft.
always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough?
Oh God, how
Tell me
much
that,
did
Stanley. Will it ever be enough?
how much did they have
Well,
to
I'll say
pay?
this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Where?
This will go here. No, here. And then...
Why can't I make a house?
See, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
I've seen better.
But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
As Minecraft goes, that's pathetic, dude. Did you not have any materials? Well, I can't get through the door, so, you know, I'm just going to stay out here.
Isn't it grand?
What's amazeballs?
Isn't it perfect?
I mean, there's no
It could
room
only
for a
be better
bog, but...
Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond
Ooh.
everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go
I
mining.
think you hear there's a new material out that's stronger than diamond. The nether stuff. How do I mine? Can I do anything in this game is the question.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No, because you won't let me control anything. I'll just die, it's fine. Okay, see.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Okay.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it.
Oh my god, yes.
You, trapped in a glass box
Yes!
with no way out,
So
listening
much
to
yes.
me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious.
Making a
Let's
noise,
go
yes,
find out
okay.
what the hell this is.
I have to wait for the portal to open. In 3, 2, 1. How do I get out of it? Oh, look, I thought the window was open, but it won't let me through.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley.
Well, not in this one.
Your
You literally just put
forte.
the...
Genius.
Hang on, can I take the block with me in this phone? That would be a negatory. Hang on. God, I want to go play Portal now, seriously.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which...
Whee! Companion cube, are you here? It's so dark. What did I just fall? Perhaps. I cannot see game, it's so dark. Oh, we're back here. Hello? Okay.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end.
Wow.
To make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
I got to play Minecraft and Portal, so I'm happy. Okay. So now what do I do? I've been a dick. I mean, what? I thought that was open then.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Ooh. Are there any other computers that are on? This is hilarious. I love this. It's so well voice acted as well. Don't leave on your computers. What's on there? Ooh, on there. Okay. There's something back there. I don't go too far. I'm curious why that's got a on it. Kind of been important. I heard somewhere that you can get up on the desk, but I do not know how. Because there's no jump button. Wait, what? Is there a... Ooh. There's a crouch button.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Yeah.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
We'll just stay here forever and ever then. In the white void. How long do you think I should wait before clicking? I heard you could get on the desk, I just didn't know how. I did not know this was here. I'm clicking yes. What more do you want from me? Oh, that was short-lived.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Why
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Why does it sound like it's raining now? But look, now you've given me the option that I could go. Get up. How did this work before? Just brute force.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time.
Well, why
you
would I
want.
want to do that?
Like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed
So
them
like
like
Stewie
some
out of
kind
Family
of
Guy.
glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way. But his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
Oh my god. This is amazing. Good song. What does the camel as a poem? Pretty ditty. Don't know why you'd ever want to leave. I yield. Okay, we tried that thing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.